So one of the first questions I wanted to ask from my side shows that oftentimes engineering background, whether it is students, engineers, working professionals, faculty members, they often don't have an understanding of how sociological studies or psychological studies or ethnographic studies would contribute in an engineering solution. So that point you covered very well in your today's presentation.
Yeah, thank you.
So my first question to you is that how would you train or help train the engineers, or more accurately help them unlearn what they have already learned, right to jump to idea, right to jump to execution? How would you help them to unlearn all of these aspects and start them to get thinking in terms of, rather than what I want to do, what the user needs?
So whenever we get idea, we should not directly go and execute that idea, basically. So what you need to do is you need to understand where this idea is applied. And then you should actually, identify the stakeholders and then try to have a discussion or try to have a kind of secondary data which you can actually go through some user case scenarios. So keep the user at first, your innovation will succeed.
Okay, that's very well put, and it's a very interesting way to look at this, because I count myself amongst the people who used to be idea driven and who used to, because having an innovative mind tends to give you that kind of an edge. No, I want to do something new, something novel, but I had to unlearn that aspect and then subsequently learn how to put the user needs as the first point of reference. And the innovation actually comes after that. You don't miss out on that particular.
Yes, you should actually park it somewhere.
Yes.
And then try and go explore the user aspects and come back to the innovation.
Yeah.
So that actually refines your innovation. That may actually opens up new ideas. That may actually optimize many things.
Yeah.
Instead of jumping into one idea, one innovation you selected, it gives actually a diversified approach to tackle it.
Understood. And actually, this is again something we had to learn. A lot of us, even for commercial R&D, who are coming from a technical background rather than a design background, we had to learn a lot of these things, and we actually found this very interesting. Is that rather than being an impediment or an obstruction or a difficult thing to work out, it complemented either an existing idea or it improved that existing idea into so much more, which we originally didn't even think about.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is, from my perspective, at least, this is where I started appreciating the importance of design, user mapping, stakeholder mapping, all of those aspects.
Yeah.
So that's definitely one value add. Anything to add on that?
Yeah, means that is actually the shift of mindset. I have already told. We think of burner or boiler, whereas we should think of who is working around it.
Yeah.
Because we are existing because of the mankind. So if we don't work on the mankind, if we work only on the technology, it's a huge fail. To the company also, to the nation also, to the environment and earth also.
Right.
So we should think of user first, because any innovation, if it is not usable, what is the point of having the innovation?
Understood. Absolutely.